Well, I wonder if you've guessed already what our assembly could be about. I wonder what you could guess. What could you make with these ingredients? If you had some flour, eggs, milk, salt, water, and butter. I wonder if you know what you could make with those things. That's right, you could make pancakes. And I hope that some of you had some pancakes last week. Last Tuesday was Pancake Day or Shrove Tuesday. But I wonder if many of us know why we have pancakes or what they do in other countries. Let's have a look in today's assembly when Pancake Day is, why Pancake Day is celebrated, and how Pancake Day is celebrated around the world. What is Pancake Day? Pancake Day began over 1,000 years ago. It is the day before the Christian period of Lent, when Christians are getting ready for Easter. It is when people often give up something. So it's a Christian festival. And actually what we are remembering is a time when Jesus had nothing, when he was in the desert for 40 days. And we remember that period by giving something up for Lent. We may give up sweets or sugary food or chocolate, or we may give up something that you think isn't very healthy and you want to give that up until Easter comes, which is 40 days away. So Pancake Day is also known as Shrove Tuesday. Shrove Tuesday. And this is the day before Lent begins. So in the past, people gave up fatty food like eggs, milk and sugar at Lent. They would use all those up from the house, make pancakes, so they didn't have the fatty foods for Lent, which would help them giving these things up. The day before Lent began, they would use up all these foods by making pancakes. And that's why people eat pancakes on Pancake Day. It's to use up fatty foods before Lent begins. Now, Pancake Day is usually celebrated by eating homemade or shop-bought pancakes. So when is Lent? Lent begins on a day called Ash Wednesday, which is the day after Shrove Tuesday or Pancake Tuesday. Lent lasts for 40 days. It starts on Ash Wednesday and ends on Easter Sunday. However, if you look at a calendar and count the days, there are more than 40 days. Lent is actually 46 days. However, the 6 Sundays are excluded because there is no obligation to fast on Sundays in Lent. What does Lent mean? Lent comes from the Middle English word Lenten or the Old English Lencton, both of which mean spring. So Lent is a time of new beginnings, new growth, and a time to go and get fit and live the life of a Christian. So there's lots of cultures that celebrate springtime. You might be seeing new flowers growing, nicer weather, and it is a time to think of new beginnings, giving up some bad habits and starting anew. So how is it that people remember what God or Jesus sacrificed? So giving up some treats or home comforts help people understand how much Jesus sacrificed. And lots of cultures do things like this, don't they? So they might fast, they might give to charity, they might pray or prepare for times ahead. Lots of cultures fast, for example, Ramadan, and many other religions have something similar. What else could people give up for Lent? Well, there are lots of ideas now. It doesn't have to be food, does it? We could give up cakes or unhealthy foods like burgers. Some people think you might want to give up or reduce time spent watching TV, time spent on your mobile phone or playing on your PlayStation. And spring is a good time to do that. Hopefully soon we're allowed back outside and we can do more fun, interesting things in the outdoors or with other people. So let's get back to the pancakes. How do we eat pancakes? Well, when the pancake is cooked, we often serve it with our favourite toppings like lemon juice and sugar. But these days we can have lots of things on our pancakes. This year I made some chocolate pancakes, which were very nice, but sometimes people might have banana or Nutella. We can see some marshmallows or golden syrup, all kinds of things that you can have with your pancakes to celebrate Pancake Day. I hope you enjoyed your pancakes at home if you made them. And now you may not have seen this. Sometimes in England we do some funny things, like have a pancake race, which is part of the celebration. And sometimes people run, sometimes dressed up in fancy dress, and they have to toss a pancake in a frying pan at the same time as running. And the first person to cross the finish line is the winner. And it's a bit of a silly race, but it's a tradition that happens in England. Fun fact: did you know the biggest pancake in the world measured over 15 meters long? 15 meters long. I would say that's about as big as one of your classrooms. Wow. Don't think I could eat all of that on my own. Now, what about other countries and other cultures? Do they have pancake days as well? So in Sweden, the Swedish call Pancake Day Fettsdagen, which means Fat Tuesday. They eat a pastry called semla instead of pancakes, but the reason is the same. On that Tuesday, they are using up the fatty foods from the house so that they can prepare to give up something for Lent. In Brazil, you may have heard of Mardi Gras, which is a famous carnival in Brazil. They have a huge celebration. In many other Catholic and Protestant Christian countries, they have a celebration called Mardi Gras. And in fact, that also means Fat Tuesday, when it's a time to use up fatty foods, celebrate, and then prepare to give something up later on. Estonia, another European country, they also have laskainen, and they eat pea soup along with some special cream buns, look a bit like the Swedish ones, don't they, called vastlakukkel. And in a country like Iceland, they call their pancake day Sprengidagur, which means bursting day. Sounds a bit like Fat Tuesday to me, in terms of bursting, almost bursting out of your clothes because you're eating too much. And they eat salted meats and peas there, not pancakes. Let's have a little quiz to finish off our assembly. Question 1. When is Shrove Tuesday? Pick your answer. Is it number 1, the day before Christmas Day? Number 2, the last day before Lent begins? Number 3, the first day of the year? Or number 4, the last day of the year? Make your choice. The correct answer is number 2. Shrove Tuesday is the last day before Lent begins. Let's try it out. So this question is, during a traditional pancake race, what do the contestants usually do? Do they stand still? Do they run whilst tossing their pancakes in a pan? Do they eat all of the pancakes? Or do they cook pancakes? Make your choice. The answer is number 2. They run whilst tossing their pancakes in a pan. Maybe you'll have a go at a pancake race one day. And finally, today we learnt about Lent and how it begins with Pancake Day, also known as Shrove Tuesday. It is a time for Christians to remember that God is always there for them. They must trust God even when there are challenges in life. It doesn't matter what religion we are, we can all use this time to make a positive effort to do something good. This might be to keep your room tidy, to be a better friend, to pray, to try your best, to be more patient with your siblings, or to feel better about yourself. I'm planning on giving up chocolate. What are you going to do?